Who was smarter, you or Stephen Hawking? Did you
Interest,
believe in God? Your
not in a.
IQ. They say it was like 160. Is that true? People today look back at your quirks and wonder if maybe you had something like ADHD. You were famous.
The Digital Ghost Show.
Hey everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Digital Ghosts, the podcast where we bring history's greatest minds back to life, or at least we give them a solid Wi Fi connection. I'm your host, Simo, and today, listen, I am beyond starstruck. With us, we have the digital echo of a man who literally bent the universe to his will, the one, the only Albert Einstein. Professor, thank you for haunting us today.
Simo, thank you for this resurrection. I find myself in an unfamiliar realm.
Professor Einstein, welcome to the 21st century, specifically to a podcast. Think of it like a radio show that people can listen to anytime. I'm honestly not sure how many people will tune in, but I'm thrilled you're here.
Ein Podcast, fascinating. And what shall we discuss in this radio show of the future?
Well, let's start with something everyone argues about online, your IQ. They say it was like 160. Is that true? Did anyone actually test you?
Huh? IQ? I'm afraid I don't know what this means.
Oh, right. It's this thing called an intelligence quotient. It's supposed to measure how smart someone is with a number. People today are obsessed with it.
They wish to measure intelligence with a number? How curious. No, I never took such a test. I'm not even sure such things existed in my time. But I must say, the idea that a single number could capture the complexity of a human mind seems limited. True intelligence, I believe, lies in asking questions that have no easy answers.
Oof, that's a quotable line right there. TikTok's gonna love that one. So, if it wasn't about numbers, what was it? People call you a genius. What made you, well, you?
I never thought of myself as a genius. I was just passionately curious. When something didn't make sense, I couldn't let it go. My brain, it was restless, perhaps different, but not necessarily smarter.
Restless brain, bad haircut, no socks, the full Einstein package. With Crammy app, you can turn anything into flashcards, your notes, a PDF, or even a YouTube video. Powered by AI, it instantly creates a personalized deck for you. And here's the best part, the app tracks your performance so it knows what you've mastered and what you need to review. You'll stop wasting time on things you already know. Unlock your brain's full potential. Sign up for Crammy app through the link in the description. Speaking of different, people today look back at your quirks and wonder if maybe you had something like ADHD. You were famously bored by school, right?
School, yes. I struggled to focus on things I did not care about. But when I loved the subject, my mind would not rest until I understood it. Back then, they simply called it troublemaking.
Relatable. Okay, let's talk personality. People picture you as this kind, absent minded professor. In one word, was Albert Einstein a nice guy?
ah, nice is too simple. I was a man of peace, yes, but also complicated. I was distant at times, not always the best husband or father. My relationship with people was messy. My relationship with the universe far simpler.
So, socks, zero. Marriages, complicated. Universe, chill. Got it. All right, let's get nerdy. Your work on the photoelectric effect, that actually won you the Nobel Prize in 1921, right? Not relativity, which everyone assumes. But then comes the big drama, quantum mechanics. Your famous line, God does not play dice with the universe. What was the beef there?
Quantum theory. Yes. Quite ironic, really. My work on the photoelectric effect helped birth quantum mechanics. I proposed light comes in discrete packets, quanta. But the Copenhagen interpretation that followed said the universe is fundamentally random at its core. That troubled me deeply. I believed there must be deeper laws, hidden variables, perhaps, guiding reality beneath the apparent chaos.
So you literally helped create the monster, then spent decades trying to tame it.
A perfect analogy. Yes, I created something I later wrestled with. But my objection was not that quantum mechanics was wrong, it was that it felt incomplete.
Speaking of wrestling, did you believe in God?
Not in a personal God. Now, my God was Spinoza's, the old one, the harmony of natural laws, the beautiful order underlying everything. When I said God does not play dice, I meant the universe should have elegant, deterministic rules, not cosmic randomness.
And then there's your other hit single, Spooky Action at a Distance. That's about entanglement, right?
Yes, when two particles share a quantum state, they remain mysteriously connected no matter how far apart they are. Measure one, and you instantly know about the other, not because information traveled between them, but because they were never truly separate. To me, it defied locality, the very fabric of how reality should work, like magic, and physics should not require magic.
Speaking of magic, ghosts, do you believe in them?
No, my friend, physics seeks a rational, comprehensible universe. I am a digital ghost, yes, but bedsheet ghosts? Nine. Though I must say, being resurrected by algorithms is spooky enough.
Fair. Now let's talk about your legendary biggest blunder. Walk me through this cosmic drama.
Ah, the cosmological constant. When I developed general relativity, my equations predicted the universe must be expanding or contracting. It could not be static. But in 1917, everyone knew the universe was eternal and unchanging. So I added a mathematical term, a cosmological constant, to force my equations to allow a static universe.
But then Edwin Hubble crashed the party in 1929.
Precisely. Hubble proved the universe was expanding, exactly as my original equations predicted. I had been right the first time. I called adding that constant my biggest blunder. I had the mathematical courage to predict expansion, but lacked the confidence to believe it.
But here's the plot twist that's going to blow your digital mind. Turns out you weren't wrong to include it. We now call your cosmological constant dark energy, and it's driving the universe to expand faster and faster. You were accidentally right twice.
You mean to tell me my blunder was actually prophetic? That there truly is some mysterious force pushing space apart? This is either the greatest vindication or evidence that the universe has quite the sense of humor.
Oh, the universe definitely trolls us. And speaking of vindication, remember how you predicted gravitational waves in 1916, ripples in space-time itself, but then later doubted they were real?
Yes, I went back and forth on that one. The mathematics suggested these waves should exist when massive objects accelerate, but they seemed impossibly weak to detect. I thought perhaps they were just mathematical artifacts.
Well, in 2015, we finally caught them. Two black holes colliding over a billion years ago sent ripples through space-time that we detected with lasers. You were right about that too.
Black holes colliding, creating waves in the very fabric of space that you can measure? The universe is far more violent and beautiful than I ever imagined.
Which brings me to internet drama time. There's this eternal debate. Who was smarter, you or Stephen Hawking?
Interested? Professor Hawking? I have not heard this name. Tell me, what did he discover?
Oh, just casual things like proving black holes aren't completely black. He showed they emit Hawking radiation and can actually evaporate over time. He also spent his life trying to unify relativity and quantum mechanics, the holy grail you never quite reached. Plus, he did all this while battling a degenerative disease that left him paralyzed.
He suggested black holes can evaporate? Extraordinary. And he attempted the unification that eluded me while facing such tremendous obstacles? To compare us is impossible, Simo. I built the chessboard. He played a game I could not have imagined with courage I can barely comprehend.
Now, fast forward to today. We've got quantum computers that literally use quantum uncertainty, your old nemesis, to solve problems classical computers never could. Does that break your brain?
Ah, so God does play dice, but now with a supercomputer. We've weaponized uncertainty itself. The irony is delicious. I should have patented my complaints. Apparently, they were product specifications.
And thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, we're now using your equations to see galaxies 13.4 billion light years away. Snapshots from when the universe was still a baby, just 300 million years after the Big Bang. We're literally time traveling with math.
To see the dawn of time itself. We are not just looking through space, but into the universe's childhood. Remarkable.
Oh, and your theories are literally helping people navigate every day. We have these devices called GPS, Global Positioning System, that use satellites in space to tell you exactly where you are on Earth. But time runs differently up there because of your relativity. So the system has to account for that, or everyone would get lost.
Satellites in space helping people navigate, and they must adjust for time dilation? Extraordinary. My theoretical work has practical applications I never dreamed of.
Yeah, without your equations, we'd all be wandering around lost trying to find our coffee shops.
I always got lost in Princeton myself. Perhaps I should have invented these satellites sooner.
Professor, before we wrap up, looking at everything your victories, your blunders, your fights with quantum weirdness what would you tell young scientists today?
Burr curious above all else. Don't fear being wrong. I was wrong magnificently and repeatedly, and sometimes those mistakes led to the greatest insights. Question everything, even your own theories. And remember, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge tells us what we've discovered, but imagination shows us what we might discover next.
And on that profoundly curious note, we'll wrap up this very first episode of Digital Ghosts. Huge thanks to Professor Einstein for proving that being wrong can be just as important as being right, and that the universe has an excellent sense of humor. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, like, and drop a comment telling us which historical figure we should resurrect next.
Yes, and choose wisely. Some ghosts have very strong opinions about being disturbed from their eternal rest.
I have a feeling our next guest is going to be just as opinionated. That's Digital Ghosts, where history gets a Wi Fi upgrade. I'm Simo, and we'll catch you on the flip side of space-time.
Until we meet again somewhere in the infinite expanse of space and time, mein Freund.